you here on 102.3 WHTL, and it's Wednesday. Speaking of friends of distinction, I've got Jamie back in studio, and he's going to be joining me right now for Open House, brought to you by Hanson Real Estate Group.
It's time for the Open House on WHTL.
What are you, some kind of real estate agent?
You're joking, right? I don't joke about real estate.
With the Hanson Real Estate Group.
I never understood why people are so afraid to eat at an open house.
I know. The Open House starts right now.
And it's Wednesday, and yes, it is time for Open House, brought to you by Hanson Real Estate Group. Easy for me to say, and I'm being joined by Jamie back. Good morning.
Great to be here, Mark.
How are you, Jamie?
Doing good. Just a little plug. If you're coming down to the Independence Gilmington Whitehall game, there's a little brat hot dog feed homecoming in Independence this weekend. So
that's going to be great. The football. We're going to be broadcasting that game, by the way, Friday night with the pregame at 6:15, the kickoff at 7 o'clock. So
if you're familiar with Bushy's, I'm sure they'll have their brats and hot dogs there. So stop in a little early and grab yourself a hot dog before the game.
I think I know where Butch is going to be. He'll be down there grabbing hot dogs all night long, you know, Butch.
Well, Dave likes to have a couple hot dogs too, I think so.
Yeah, and can you believe the Vikings are undefeated this year already?
Yeah, it's kind of the border battles here. You got Independence and Whitehall and Minnesota and Wisconsin, so it'll be a great week for football.
It will be. Coming up, you'll hear that Packer game, by the way, too, here on WHTL Sunday, 10 o'clock pregame. Kickoff at noon. Today, we're talking properties. You've got a boatload of properties that are amazing here.
Well, Mark, you call it the open house, and we have open houses, so let's talk about some open houses.
All right.
So today, Jake is down in Dodge. The address, well, if you can't miss it in Dodge, it's on the main drag. But Jake's we got a beautiful historic property, a beautiful 5-bedroom, 2-bath property. It's built in the 1800s. It's a very, very, very nice place right there in the heart of Dodge. The open house goes from 10 to 2 today. That property is going to be offered at auction, and it closes October 7th.
Mm-hmm. So that's coming up in about 2 weeks now.
Yeah, yep. So we're doing the open house today. If you can't make it today and you want to come back and check it out, you can give Jake or myself a call, and we'll get you in on a private showing here today. But that's going on as we speak. So if you're running through the county road, or we call them commonly known as the Twin Cities, you know the Twin Cities are, right?
Sure.
It's Pine Creek and Dodge.
Yeah. The terrible traffic jams.
Yeah, absolutely. So, but you can't miss it. Jake's got the signs out. Beautiful, nice little property there. Check that out today. If not, give us a call. We'll get you in there in a private showing. Property closes October 7th.
That looks like a big house, too.
It's big, and I think there's a lot of history to that property. That house is built in the late 1800s. So
really?
Just a really, really nice historic property there in Dodge.
Now, coming up this weekend, you've got quite an event going on up at Vino over the Valley, up by Larry's Lookout on top of the ridge in Arcadia, outside of Arcadia.
So Friday, from noon to 3, we're having an open house up there. It's Vino over the Valley. Larry's going to actually be there himself. We're doing a kind of a unique, so if you go to our flyer, and I think Steve is going to have this up, we have a QR code where you can submit a bid. And like I said, it's a beautiful property up there. The list price on that property is $549. I mean, you're Friday, and I think you said the forecast is like 78, 79 degrees.
Yeah.
It'll be one of the most scenic views. So come up and see us on Friday up there on Vino over the Valley.
That is an incredible location up there. It's about halfway between Arcadia and Fountain City on the highway. And you're up there overlooking the valley, and it is an incredible spot.
Yeah, so if you're looking for an investment property, come check that property out. Larry's extremely motivated to move this property. Just looking to downsize, kind of getting up there in age, and come out and see us. We'll be there. I think Larry said he'll have a few meat and cheese trays and some stuff out there. So from noon till 3 this
Okay.
coming Friday. It'll be September 27th is the one we're looking at.
And that's a turnkey operation. I mean, that place is ready just to walk into and take over.
Yeah, 100%.
He's got some really nice equipment up there, and it's well furnished. I mean, it's a good location.
Yeah, it's a beautiful property. So if you haven't been there, if you're looking for an investment property, stop up and see us. We're looking at any and all offers on Friday. And then switching up, getting into next week, we got some great properties that are closing. The first one here is our property here on, I call it it's on KK and over in Elma. So those properties are closing on Tuesday, October 1st. It's a 90-acre parcel. We have that property split into two different parcels. There's a 10-acre parcel and there's an 80-acre parcel. There's been tons and tons of interest, but if you're looking for some rec or just a nice, quiet 10-acre parcel in the heart of Buffalo County, these properties are coming up, and they close on October 1st, which is Tuesday at 6 o'clock. They're going to be a multi-par auction on those two properties, but just a great property that if you haven't heard about it, go to our website at hansonrealestate.com, and there's a lot of information. And if you want to take a look at them here, we can get you in this weekend to take a peek at them. So
Now, that's an online auction for that one, Jamie?
yeah, yep.
Okay.
So both of those, and if you're not familiar with a multi-par auction, what we have is two different parcels. So you can buy the 10 acres, you can buy the 80 acres, or you can buy the entire parcel. But we'll be happy to walk you through on those properties. Just a great spot in the heart of Buffalo County right there, Mark.
Okay, one thing, too, that for people who maybe have never done it, how do you go ahead and get registered and everything so you can make an online bid or check out an online auction?
Very simple. You can go to our website at hansonrealestate.com, and then you find the properties. This one's listed as a Buffalo County property. And it asks you for the basic information of name, address, telephone number, excuse me, email, and it's very simple. Once you get that information in, you're logged in. We have the information. If you're not familiar with it, you can call us, and we'd be happy to walk you through it. So if you've never registered and you're a little not quite computer savvy and you need a little help, you talk to any one of us, we'll walk you through, we'll get you registered. And a lot of times, and there's certain times where people aren't computer savvy and they want us to bid for them, and we're happy to do that, but we just get a little information from you.
Sure.
So don't let the registration of the getting online, but it's fairly simple. But if you get in a little bit of snag, feel free to reach out and talk to us, Mark. So
all right. That's very helpful for people who maybe don't use, logins and that kind of thing continually. So
yeah. So also on the 1st, there's another property that is going to be selling. That one, Jackie and Jake are working on that one. That's a 22-acre parcel just right across from the Riverland Energy Building. So check that one out. So we have actually 3 of them all closing there on the same day, so October 1st. So if you're looking for some rural properties in that Elma area, let us know. There's 3 of them right there on the 1st.
Now, is this the one on Cemetery Road? Is that the one?
That's the one right there. If you're familiar with Elma, it is directly across from the, I believe it's Dairyland Power. So that's all signed and stuff like that. But there are 3 of them that are closing on Tuesday.
That's a pretty good price for that property.
It is. If you're looking for a rec property in the hills of Buffalo County, that's a beautiful spot. And then I'm a little bit ahead here, but this one closes on Monday in the township of Montana. So we have a very nice 3-bedroom, 3-bath property. That's kind of the Wamedy area. So that one is going to be closing here on Monday at 6 o'clock. So, I mean, exciting times in the real estate, open house auctions. The properties are here. But this one here, located on a 1-acre parcel, just a 3-bedroom, 3-bath, attached garage. Beautiful location right there in the heart of Wamedy. So,
wow, that's a good location too. That's a nice place.
And then we have a new listing here over on County Road J. Another that we just picked this one up here last week. Another 3-bedroom, 1-bath property. right out of the outskirts of Arcadia. So if you're heading to the kind of the Dodge country, it's about a mile or so. Maybe a half mile from the park or the high school, stuff like that. So that one there would just come on the market, listed here for $249,900. $249,900. So, I mean, a lot of stuff happening here at Hanson Auction Group, Mark. Go to our website. That baby is changing daily, by the minute. And there's new stuff popping up. I mean, if you're looking for properties, give us a call, but there's a lot of stuff happening here at Hanson Auction Group.
It looks that way, and if people want to list a property or they're interested in looking at a property, what's the best way to get a hold of everybody at Hanson Realty Group?
Well, my number is 715-797-0802 is a cell. Text, voicemails all work, or you can stop at our office. That works real good. There's usually always somebody there. Our office located there between Independence and Arcadia on Highway 93. Stop in and visit, or you can call, text, email. We're widely available.
It's a great location, too, easy to get to. I've driven by it many times, and make sure you check out HansonAuctionGroup.com, and you can also check out HREGroup.com, I believe.
Yep, there's all different ways you can get a hold of us.
And, of course, their Facebook page as well. There's all kinds of different ways, and Jamie's easy to get a hold of them. Just give him a call at 715-797-0802.
Or if nothing else, you can find me at the Independence Gilmanton Whitehall Norris football game on Friday night.
Oh, I think you and Butch ought to have a hot dog eating contest.
Well, we could do that, or else we're always looking for new recruits on the chain gang. You'll find me on the chain gang. So.
There you go. It's going to be a good one. That 121 rivalry is always a good rivalry. Jamie, thank you so much for coming in for Open House, and we appreciate you guys at Hanson Realty Group. We'll do it again next week.
Thanks, Mark.
Hey, have a great week, Jamie. Anyway, Hanson Realty Group bringing you Open House here on WHTL every Wednesday.
New Ingredients North America has quickly become an important supplier
I know that
of
was
area